Hey y'all, I'm Cat, and today I will be playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Y'all ready? Let's go. This is Fairrie Sillonfaith, and she is a high elf spellsword. Her horse is wearing elven armor. Alright, be good, Annabelle. I'll be right back. There's like several notes on this desk. The steward will have to sign off on it, but I was thinking we should have the bandit's possession serve as a reward in lieu of gold. According to the informant, he was carrying valuables with him. I'll bring it up with the steward when I have her sign the bounty. Besides, the more gold we save on bounty hunters, the more we have for the god. I still haven't gotten approval for the funds to have Lloyd fix my shield. At this rate, I might as well just use the lid from my pot. God's bounty lever. A draft. By order of Siggeir, to all able-bodied men and women of Falkreath, a wanted bandit has been hiding in the forest south of Sunderstone Gorge, posing as a hunter. Rumor has it he is accompanied by a fearsome wolf? Oh, he has a wolf friend? A reward will be offered to anyone who kills him. Wants a hunter. Kill Azrael. Status, active. Capture or kill, high priority. Description, male, high elf, age unknown. Background, a member of the Crimson Dirks. A notorious group of bandits and marauders, originally based in Cyrodiil. Little else is known about the target, although some intelligence suggests that he is often used as an information gatherer for the bandits. Operational notes. It was originally thought that an Altmer might attempt to blend into the wealthier circles, but according to our informant, he's done the opposite. He's stripped his armor and gone native, hunting game in the forest south of Sunderstone Gorge. He should still be considered dangerous, however, and it would be wise to put up a bounty when his identity is confirmed. You know, I really like the Crimson Dirks, but if Tyra ever finds out that I've been killing her people, I'm in trouble. All of the missions send me to kill them. I don't want to kill them, but all of the missions, it's all about killing them. All right, Annabelle, let's go. Oh, a bear. Ah! Whoa, 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 no. Whoa. Alright, Annabelle, can you do this? Ah. Very good. Okay. Make sure that bear's not still chasing. Alright, Annabelle, I'm gonna go ahead and hawk you somewhere over here where you're safe. Stay right here, don't move. Oh shit. Annabelle. Dusk. Oh, that must be his wolf. I've killed his wolf. Aww. Hey, stop.
Give up what
You were shooting at Annabelle, which, you know, I killed your baby, so I get it.
see you burn.
Oh my goodness, you got other wolves out here? Oh no. Annabelle! Annabelle! Stop!
You think you
An ascendant necromancer, that's just great. Stop. Stop! Stop! Not my horse!
do your worst?
No. Run, Annabelle. Stop. Annabelle, run. Don't stay here, babe. Yes. Good job, Annabelle. Good job. Search his body. He had his little journal. He's got a key. Retrieve the armor. I didn't choose to be alone. A fish doesn't choose to swim. A bird doesn't choose to fly. They just are. And so was I. When the god raided our hideout, I didn't shed any tears. We were always going to be lost children, orphaned by the world, if not by each other. The others fled to cities, but I sought the stillness of the forest, with only the moon and the stars to keep me company. That is, until the day I met the wolf. When I found its leg caught in a bear trap, my first thought was to put it out of its misery. Aww. Yet for some reason I treated the wound and fed the beast until it recovered. I don't know why I saved it. Perhaps part of me misses the others and longs for a companion. Oh, I killed his companion. I feel so bad. I'm no stranger to solitude. I've spent years relying on no one but myself. But it seems at the end of the day, I'm still that boy from the orphanage, parked at the windowsill, staring out into the empty street. Oh, that's terrible. You okay, Annabelle? Okay, I got some elven armor. Elven boots? It looks golder than mine, like darker gold. Yeah, it definitely looks golder than mine. Very pretty. Some gold. The Crimson Dirks Volume 7. The Crimson Dirks, Book 7, by Gathers the Coin. The assassin's trail stretched further into the woods. Asriel took the lead, with the Argonian and the Bosmer in close pursuit. Following the thread of tangled brush and loose mud, he knelt to study the tracks. A hint of Jazbai bloomed on his tongue, a side effect of the night eye that the mages could not explain. The tracks seemed to pause around an old oak tree, as if the owner had stopped to rethink his method of escape. Thumbing the crook of his chin, Asriel listened for the footsteps of his fellow bandits, not wanting to turn his head. The assassin was close. Hours prior, the night began with a toast. A courier had brought news of merchandise coming in from jobs in the Highlands and the Gold Coast. It was the first sign the Charity of Stendar had showed them in months, ever since the God and the East Empire Company had taken a special interest in squashing their operations. With all their leads dried up, the Crimson Dirks were left to sacking caravans and petty thievery, the kind of work they were willing to do, but always resented. However, with this latest news, their coffers would be as full as their cups. In addition to obtaining a cache of valuables from a Daedric cult, they had raided warehouses, holding enchanted swords from the anvil, Colovian furs from the coral, along with crates of silk and fine robes weighted with perfume. In order to launder the goods, the bandits, led by the Dwemer scribe Castival, made contact with a merchant noble, knowing he had connections across Cyrodiil. That night, they solidified the pact over a flask of wine and a gourmet feast. It was a landmark occasion for this group of rogues and misfits, to be legitimized in their dealings by a class above their own. At that moment, the end of the Crimson Dirks might have seemed like the furthest thing from reality. Now, with Castival wounded and the merchant dead, it seemed almost inevitable. The trail ends here, Asriel said, motioning to the trunk of the looming oak. Maybe the tree ate him, quipped the Bosmer, his Argonian partner Pale Eyes trailing behind him. Y'all remember Pale Eyes? You jest, Ethlael, replied Pale Eyes, but in this one's village there is a story of the Hiss, corrupted by magic, that would kidnap and devour the hatchlings. Okay, I have to ask, the Bosmer replied. Why are there so many stories about monsters that eat children? Are parents so inept they have to constantly frighten their young into behaving, or are the children really that delicious? I feel like as a Bosmer, countered the Argonian, you would know better than I. Oh, 'cause the Bosmer eat their dead, I think. Quiet, you two, warned Asriel. He's here. Asriel knew this was no time for banter. He could feel the taste of Jazbai dim in his mouth. The night eye would not last much longer, and when the spell snapped, their eyes would be ill-adjusted to the sudden darkness. The assassin knew this as well. He had counted the seconds left in the spell and had baited them to this point, where the long trees shrouded the moonlight. He had wagered on the fleeting light in the eyes of his pursuers, knowing he had yet to expire. He knew that blinded by the night, the Altmer would raise his hand and use the last of his magicka to recast the spell. And in that moment, he struck. The assassin's dagger aimed for Asriel's neck, slicing at the seam between his armor. He knew the elf's left arm would be occupied by the spellcasting, unable to guard his naked artery. And when he fell, the others would turn to his falling corpse, giving him ample distraction to kill them both. All of this seemed as academic as the death of the merchant, the one whom just hours ago they had failed to protect. Well, every time a plan is explained, you know it's not going to go well. And yet, inches away from his mark, his dagger was stopped cold. See? The assassin tried to wrestle it free, only to find it clenched in the Altmer's fist. It was a feign. The elf had raised his hand, but never cast the spell. Dropping the dagger, the assassin leapt back, having given away his position for no more than a bloody hand. Asriel and the others rushed to subdue him, but he was far too quick. With his remaining dagger, he slit his own throat, taking the secrets of his masters to the grave. So, who wants to explain this to the boss? Ethlael quipped, trying to lighten the mood, because I've got a list of about 30 people I'd like to blame in situations like this. There are no words that can justify the depth of our failure, Asriel grumbled, wrapping his wound. We lost the merchant and his killer. Castival is wounded, but perhaps, despite all this, we can learn something from the corpse. An assassin this skilled, remarked Pale Eyes, must work for the East Empire Company. Worse, said Asriel, examining the cut off his armor. It seems our merchant friend was dealing with more than just bandits, but the Thalmor as well. Because this man we killed isn't just with the company, he's a specter. A specter? Ethliel's face grew dim with the implication. It was one thing to make an enemy of the gods of the city, the East Empire Company, the clan mothers, and even the great houses of Morrowind, but this was altogether different. It was not the size or the strength of their foe, but their knowledge that they feared. And the Penitus Oculatus were spies of the highest order. If the Empire had been tracking the merchants' dealings, it was only a matter of time before their identities would be discovered and shared with all who opposed them. The only question was, how much time was left? Another Crimson Darks book. How many have I read now? I'm losing track. I don't think I've actually read volume 1 or 2, though, so I wonder where those volumes are. Oh, Elven hunting armor. Oh, wow. It looks like an amalgamation of elven and leather armor, almost. Look at the strap. Whew. Very cool. Let's put it on. Oh yeah, it looks cool. It's got a slightly less formal look about it. I like that. Oh yeah, me and Annabelle look cool. Armor rating of 149. Nice. Thank y'all so much for watching, and if you liked the video, don't be afraid to like the video. Bye y'all.